That's very nice. I am very glad to speak with you. So I think this helping people get more and more into meditation, it will help get more peace into this world, I think. I don't know if we're far from it or not. Maybe we shouldn't go in too much in the future about it, but I think it's a way of becoming more, if we are more peaceful within ourselves, then we are more peaceful with others.
Definitely. Because all the problems that we have in society, actually when we talk about society, isn't society just a concept? Like you can go to and as a business corporation, you can go to the government and you can get it officially incorporated as an entity. But that's just nothing more than writing on the paper. What is it that creates the corporation, the individuals that are involved? So it's the same case in the society. What we're calling society is just a concept. Actually, it's individuals that exist. So how individuals are within themselves, if we're suffering within ourselves, naturally that's what gets projected out into the world. So it's a bit like what we see in the society, it's like a reflection. It's a mirror reflection of people's inner states. So for me, if we want social transformation, because essentially all the problems that human beings are experiencing, they don't exist in the society, they exist in the human mind. What we see in the society is just an extension of that. It's a consequence of that, but it's not the cause. The cause lies within the human mind. So unfortunately, we've been doing everything to try to transform the outside. That can help in a certain way, but it's not addressing the root of the problem. When the root of the problem is that simply people are not living out of awareness. So, and to me it's also another problem that I can appreciate you want to help others, but tell me, if I'm suffering from a sickness, suppose I'm suffering from a sickness, if I want to help somebody else, I'll just transmit the same sickness, If I'm drowning, rather than thinking about, okay, how can I help everybody else who's drowning, I first have to take care of my own situation. So
it's helping more people to take care of themselves, to take care of their own bodies and their own peace.
Yeah, so the more aware a human being is of himself, is the more he can be in service. He can be in better service to others. So unfortunately, the necessary work has not been done. We have now such science, we have all the technology that can make this possible, we have all the resources at our disposal, but the necessary inner transformation has not happened.
Maybe the people don't need it too much yet. Maybe they're not suffering enough, I don't know.
It reminds me of one of the statements of Buddha, Gautama Buddha. He said, one problem that human beings have is that they're either suffering too little or they're not suffering enough. So a healthy amount of suffering, that's good, because this makes you question, okay, why am I suffering? And is there a possibility to go beyond these sufferings? So I don't see suffering as a curse. Suffering is, if you're experiencing suffering with unawareness, it can become like a curse. But if you experience your suffering with awareness, now this is an opportunity. This is a great opportunity. You to understand, what are my limitations? What are my obstacles? What is it that's preventing me from clarity? So for that, some difficulty, some conflict is needed. Just like how when you take two stones and you rub them together, from the friction a spark happens. Or how a sword can be sharpened by an opposite force against it. In the same way, some suffering is needed. It helps to sharpen our attention, sharpen our insight into life. So I don't see suffering as a curse. It's a tremendous, if you approach it with awareness, it's a tremendous opportunity. So essentially this is what the whole process of yoga is. It just wants to free, it doesn't want to make you think of getting somewhere. It just wants to free you from your delusions. What are the obstacles that are in my life right now? And just deal with that, because after all, if we're to make any kind of journey, we should not think about moving from point A to point B. We should figure out, okay, what are the obstacles which are working right now in my life? So if we bring that quality in the society, because if we want to address problems in the world, we need a certain intelligence which is capable of seeing things as they are. Not according to our past beliefs, not according to our conditioning, but as they are. So how effectively we can handle the problems that are in individuals and in the society, it's just how clearly we can see realities as they are. So the less clearer we see realities as they are, our actions, they will not be in tune with the reality. So this is all that the science of yoga is trying to bring. This is a method for inner transformation, to bring a certain amount of clarity.
It's very interesting. I would like to take one of your class someday.
Yes, you're more than welcome.